Well, it appears my Lorex Security DVR system has packed it in. I came home to a beeping sound and I've just tried rebooting it here. But I have a sneaking suspicion that the hard drive has failed. It's going to go into an alarm state here, I think, in a minute. Yep. And it says hard disk is not available for recording. So we're going to take this thing apart and see what's wrong with it. Now, because for testing this thing has to be hooked up to all my cameras in here, I can't just take it out into the shop and work on it because my cameras all come into my office, and actually this thing's normally in a cabinet. So I have to I have all the wires kind of stretched down here. I'm going to take it apart here and see whether the hard drive can be repaired. If the drive might be shot, I have a little 1 terabyte drive I can put in there and see if I'm able to format it, and maybe, just maybe, we'll get this thing working. Hopefully I don't have to replace it. This is not very old. This unit is maybe a year old. Of course it's past warranty, right? But it just this crap doesn't last. Now remember, the hard drive's not booting on this thing, but before I condemn the drive as being bad, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try a new adapter, because this is a switching power supply, and well, we know how reliable these things are. This unit's not even 2 years old, but you know what? China adapter, you know what? I don't trust them. So before I go and try and swap out the hard drive on this thing, I'm going to try a new adapter and see whether the unit will boot up. So I got a new adapter here. We'll plug it in. We'll turn it on. And let's see whether this thing boots up. Now remember, it came up and it said no disk before. So let's just see what happens this time and see whether the thing actually will work. Because it might just be that we have a problem with this adapter. So it's going through the boot up procedure now. Okay, that's a good sign. And it's not beeping, so looks like maybe it's just the power supply is bad. It's initializing. We'll see whether it gives me that error message that I got the last time. It looks like it's going to work. I don't see any error message. I don't see any indication that the hard drive isn't working. Let's just go in and take a look at the main menu here. I have to enter a password, so I'm going to shut the camera off while I do that. Don't want you guys knowing the security key to my DVR. Okay, password is entered. We'll go down to System, go down to Storage, Hard Drive Manager. There we go. Read-write hard drive, 1.76 terabytes. 1.66 terabytes is free. The reason why that is because yesterday when this thing first started acting up, it was responding really slowly. So I did a format of the drive thinking maybe the drive was corrupt, but it started beeping again. So obviously the problem was the power supply. This thing, the voltage must have been dropping off a bit on it, and it was slowly dying. So if you got one of these Lorex or any DVR and you're having problems where it can't read the hard drive and it's not responding properly and things seem to be weird, before condemning the unit as being bad, I mean, I had to change the fan in this thing because the fan went bad. That was pretty obvious. It was howling away. So I changed the fan on the CPU there last year. But before condemning any of these things, try a new power supply, because these things are just utter garbage. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.